Hey everyone. We're just going to give it a couple more minutes and let people funnel in. I know some of you guys are out there busy tweeting. Definitely keep that up. TJ, how you doing?
I am great. How are you, Jen?
Good. I can't believe it's already December 21st. It's wild.
Time flies. Time absolutely flies. It's been about 6 months since we started, but feels like it's been 6 years. And it's still so early. So
Literally.
we'll give it a couple more minutes, guys. Let some more people funnel in, and then we shall begin. Just want to give a quick shout out to Crypto Girl. Thank you so much for your support. Since the beginning, I see you're in here. We just spoke briefly on DM. You're a great influencer, and we appreciate you. So, thanks for sharing the space. Thanks for supporting us, and we'll never change, guys. Throw up the props for Crypto Girl.
Woohoo. Oh, you meant throw up like emoji props. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Let me try that again.
You're close. You're hitting the 100 button. You're close.
Oh my
There you
gosh.
go.
All
I
right. God, I feel like a boomer. Thanks, TJ.
love it. I love it.
Let's see here. We have about 125 people in the space. Shall we get started?
Let's get started.
Yeah, so a little bit of an update from the marketing team. As you guys have probably seen over the past couple of days, we are coming up with a couple of just community-driven initiatives to try to break into the Ethereum and Polygon communities a bit more. We're also looking at additional marketing opportunities, looking at doing more AMAs to spread the word about what EverRise is doing. Our ad campaigns are currently still running. We are looking at launching our CoinGecko ad campaign along with our Cointelegraph campaign this week, which is really exciting. We also have a campaign that we're running with Bitcoin.com. And I'm also really excited to share that myself and Waso in about a week will be going on a podcast with Bitcoin.com. And what's really cool about that opportunity is, you know, funny enough, Binance actually booked up all the spaces before our podcast. So we'll have our name and our podcast episode right next to Binance's series of episodes, which is really, really exciting. It just kind of goes to show, how much we've come as not only a company, but as a brand, that these are the types of marketing initiatives that we're currently focused on and ways of raising awareness. As many of you guys know, I did do 26 questions with MEXC. That video should be coming either later today or tomorrow. I'm really excited. It was a little nerve-wracking doing it, but I hope I did you guys proud. Went ahead and watched the rough cut today, and it's looking really, really good. And I think it'll be a great educational video for more folks that are on the MEXC platform who may not be familiar with EverRise to get familiar with us. Um, MEXC, we're continuing our co-marketing efforts with the Pioneer program. So over the next week or two, you'll be seeing a lot more content around what it means for EverRise to be on their Pioneer launchpad. I've already mentioned in previous AMAs that, other companies that are in this launchpad program, include Solana, Avalanche, Binance, ironically, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, really a ton of big hitters in DeFi. And to add our name onto that roster and that portfolio is a really big milestone for us as a company. So, really excited to share that once those marketing collateral materials materialize. And yeah, I think really what we're looking to do is kind of starting to look ahead to what January and February and March of next year look like. And we're taking the rest of the year to start planning out more initiatives and to make sure that all of our eggs are in a duck. I think 2022 is going to be a really massive year for EverRise. As you guys know, we have a ton of partnership conversations going on, and as well as talking to even more exchanges and amazing partners like MEXC. So that is all of the marketing updates I have for you guys. We recently did a community swag design competition. I will be posting up the pool later today, likely a couple hours after this AMA. We got a ton of really fun and awesome designs that came in. So it was really great seeing your guys' creativity. And I'm excited to see which design you guys choose to add to the merch store. So, on that note, TJ, were there any updates that you wanted to provide or give?
Nothing that you haven't already said. We obviously have a lot of exciting stuff in the hopper. We're on a lot of NDAs and things we can't share right now, but I can promise you that when we can, the community is going to be thrilled. And even those updates in the long run are going to look like small steps in the global outlook of what we've accomplished. So we're all really excited as a team. We know the community is going to be excited. And, again, I want to preach how thankful we are as, core team, staff, mods, the whole EverRise family for the community that we do have and for your ongoing support. Nothing but positivity in this space, at least with us. No toxicity here. We want everyone to win. So you guys never change. We'll never change. And let's keep winning together.
Awesome. What a great note to leave the updates off on. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and
Mhm.
open up the floor to some questions. Go ahead and get your hands up, guys, and we'll bring you on up here. Ooh, I see we have a shy group this week. You guys are usually never this shy.
Yeah, usually there's about 40 questions lined up.
I see our first one.
Thomas, Thomas, the floor is yours, my friend, as soon as you connect.
You
Hey,
might need
Thomas.
to
Yes.
unmute your mic and
Okay. How
there
you
it
all
is.
doing?
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Good. How are
Good,
you?
thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you for all the good things you guys doing now. I wanted to know, do you guys have any plans to work with a pack protocol for since they're doing all this IPFS storage and all that?
With Pac?
Yes. Do you have anything in the pipeline that you partner with
Um,
them in the future?
so, so as you know, David Gokhshtein is obviously on our core team. He recently resigned from his position as CEO at Pac to focus on other projects and have more free time essentially to do what he wants to do. He accomplished a lot over there, and it's time essentially to move on. So as far as the partnership with Pac, it's not in the pipeline right now. We are open to partnerships with different protocols or cryptocurrencies or companies that will aid EverRise in the security mission that we're on. But as far as I can tell you right now, there's nothing in discussion with Pac.
Oh, okay. I was thinking since they sit on a bunch of liquidity on their master node and their storage system, I mean, Everrise could make use of of that. But you guys think about it maybe in the future.
Yeah, definitely. We'll
Okay.
keep that in mind. Thanks a lot, Thomas.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Chad, the floor is yours.
Hey, Chad, how's it going? You might need to unmute your mic.
Yeah, I just did. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're all good. It's become something that has been a habit to say when we bring people up.
Okay. So I had a question about the reflections and the staked contracts. It seems like they've either slowed or I don't know if they stopped altogether. I rarely check it, but I had a friend of mine call and ask if I had checked mine recently, and it seemed like it had stopped moving at such a furious pace, and I didn't know if that was because things were slowing down or what that was. If that was like an error.
No, I think so. A couple weeks ago, while Suresh was adjusting some of the parameters on the automatic buyback system,
Uh,
he had accidentally set the buy threshold way too high for when the buyback gets triggered. And so what we
uh,
saw was, over the period of about an hour, I think like $1.7 million distributed to stakers through the buyback
oh wow.
contract. So I think, yeah, so you saw if you were staking on Binance Smart Chain at that time, you
Yep.
saw exponential growth in
Yeah.
terms of your staking
Okay.
rewards, and then it resumed the regular pace that it was intended to be on, if that makes sense.
Okay. So the furious pace was the mistake.
A little bit of a mistake on our part, but thankfully it's
Yeah.
fixed, and
Okay.
you'll continue to get rewards. And as the buyback, it's based off of volume, and so it's every
Yeah.
100 million Rise tokens traded, there's a
Yep.
buyback.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
excited about the project and what you guys are doing there, and yeah, I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thank you. We appreciate your support.
Okay. Thanks.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Chad.
Crypto Kelly, the floor is now yours. As soon as you connect.
I'm going to bring up Sushil in the meantime. Whoever connects first can fill the dead air. And then if you connect second, just kindly mute your mic until the next speaker. Oh, there you go. Sushil, how are you, my friend?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you all doing?
Amazing as always.
I know, man. I
Thank you.
can't miss this EMA. I was like,
You're always here. It's always a pleasure to chat with you on
absolutely.
Tuesdays.
But I have a quick question today, though, because I was I was like looking at the new exchange that we got listed on. Their opening price was almost a half a price with compared to what V2 when V2 was released. So I think it was like 3 zeros and 4. So any idea what that price was, or because I was a little bit surprised when I saw the price when they initially launched EverRise on their exchange. Thank you.
No problem. Jen, do you know the answer to this one?
I do not. I've been mainly focused on working with the MEXC marketing team, and I haven't been totally following all of the conversations around the listing and the price.
Yeah, I think this would be a question for Waso because he's been coordinating with the exchanges. Um, he's not here today. He will be back next time. He's just dealing with some personal stuff right now. But I will come back to you with an answer next time. Or if you want to send me a message on Telegram, as soon as I hear back, I'll get back to you. I don't want to give false information, and I'm not going to pretend I know the answer when I don't.
No, no,
I actually just got a note from someone on the team. So the price is an order book, and whatever the lowest price is what the seller has set. So I don't know if that answers your question, but
Oh,
that's
there you
the
go.
response I just got.
It it could be that someone moved Rise tokens into the MEXC exchange and listed them at a much lower price, which is why you see that number. Because I know when they list the starting price and when things do go live, it takes the average price, which is what the coin market cap price would be. So it could just be that someone listed it because it is an exchange. People are free to list things at whatever they want. So that the bottom of the candle could be just someone listing it for significantly lower than. I don't know why they would do that, but they might have, and that could be the
It
reason.
could it could have also been an airdrop winner from the Kickstarter event that MEXC did with us from the voting
Yeah.
competition. So there are a few different factors at play there.
no, I
But
mean
it
that
looks
that,
like the price
that
on MEXC is pretty stable compared
right,
to all
right.
the other.
No, it completely makes sense because I mean it looks good for us because it shows like we're 140% higher on their exchange, so that definitely makes it look a lot better for EverRise. So I was just wondering what was the price for, like, 3 zeros or four. I could have gotten and bought some more.
Yeah, it
Next,
could have even been something as little as one token, one single Rise token at that price, and then it would still put the candle at that level. So that's probably what that is. But we've done almost $500,000 in volume in trading in the last little bit on MEXC, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm very happy seeing those numbers. Thank you, guys.
no
Awesome.
problem.
Thanks, Michelle. Hope you have an amazing weekend, and holidays with your family.
Thank you. You guys as well.
Thank you very much, my friend. Kyle, the floor is yours as soon as you connect.
Yeah, hey,
How are you?
Good, man. Thanks for taking my question. Question about the Kraken buyback. Is it 100 million bought, or is it like 100 million in volume? And then
Not
It's
$1 million. 100 million Rise tokens bought, sold. It doesn't matter. As soon as the 100 million Rise tokens are threshold is hit, that's when it will do a buyback. So there doesn't have to be sells necessarily.
gotcha.
It could be 100 million tokens in buys, but that's how the automatic Kraken works.
Copy that. And the second part to that question is, do those also count for sells on exchanges, current exchanges and future exchanges, or is it just through, the other ways that we're so used
It
to
would be
buying?
through the DEXs.
Through the DEXs, is that what you said?
It would be through things like PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, Uniswap, anything that implores the tokenomics.
Copy
The
that.
exchanges don't have tokenomics.
Copy
So,
that.
at least MEXC.
All right. Thanks for the answer. I appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thanks, my friend. Hope you have a great day.
All right. You as well. Thanks.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Crypto Kelly, we'll try you again. How are you?
Okay,
yeah, we can
great.
hear you great.
Sorry about that earlier. My question, I was just wondering, are there any plans in the future to collaborate with financial institutions?
It's something that we've discussed a little bit internally, but it hasn't been anything that we've put a lot of our energy and focus on at this point in time. I think our main priority, is completing the rest of our ecosystem and looking at our mainnet partners before we start looking at financial institutions as official partners.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for your question and have a great rest of your week and happy
You
holidays.
too. Thank you. You as well.
Thanks, Kelly. Paul, the floor is yours. Welcome to the EverRise AMA, my friend. How are you?
Hey, Paul, you might need to unmute your mic in the bottom left-hand corner.
Hi, sorry about
You're good.
that. Can you hear?
Oh, you are all good. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. I had two questions, one about EverOwn and one about EverStake. A while back when I think it was an EverOwn launch video, mergers and acquisitions came up as a possibility or as a possible use for that. Is that still something that's out there? More so acquisitions, probably.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Oh, regarding EverOwn, I think this was at the launch video maybe several months ago, the idea of purchasing old projects or exchanging or taking on their liquidity pools and then providing Rise tokens to their holders in exchange. It was mentioned as a possibility.
I see. Yeah, so that's not something that we have discussed since internally, and it's not something that is currently on our roadmap. But what's interesting is what you were talking about, and that type of functionality really reminds me of EverMigrate. If people ever wanted to, or other projects ever wanted to leverage that DApp to either migrate, their own smart contract or even bring back a renounced contract, they're able to plug in the renounced contract and people can send in tokens and exchange it for the new contract and they'll be able to drain the liquidity there. but I don't really foresee a future where we are disseminating Rise tokens to purchase out other projects at this point in time.
Okay, thank you. And then just one other question about EverStake. I obviously can see my unlock date and the amount of tokens that I'll be able to unlock at that date. I was wondering if the team can see everybody's unlock date, and then if that would ever be public information or how that's handled.
I'm actually, so I'm not on the dev team and I'm not too sure what they're able to see on the back end. I imagine that they are able to because it is all on, the blockchain, but there's no like desire to take that information public. Like your staking contract is your staking contract and it's not really anyone else's business unless they go digging through transaction hashes and look for your wallet on either BSC scan, Etherscan, or Polygon scan.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
No
I can
problem.
safely say that we're not going to publish that information. I mean, I think that's somewhat personal. It doesn't need to be announced to the community when staking contracts end or things like that, because at the same time, people can just restake their tokens again. So I don't really see a point in doing something like that. It's a personal financial decision that someone takes when they want to stake, and we appreciate that privacy and we want to keep it that way. So I think that's kind of where I'll leave that one off, if that's okay with you. Thanks, Paul. Night Riser, the floor is yours.
Hello.
Hey, Night.
Hey, hi guys.
Hey.
Merry, thanks, Jen, TJ, for putting the space on. Merry Christmas to all. Just a quick question about staking. Again, I think you guys just nailed it on the head, though. With staking, like we used a lot of the Kraken at the start. Reflections have slowed now, but is it only like has it been reset so that way like a lesser percentage at the moment gets distributed until he, I guess, recharges or fills back up, if that makes sense? Thanks.
So it's not a lesser percentage. It's always a fixed percentage amount of the Kraken wallet that's used for the buyback whenever a buyback happens. So because there's less in it right now, the buyback staking rewards won't be as high. However, you do need to remember that you were given a ton when the Kraken mishap happened. So you and everyone, or I don't know if you're staking on BSC, but everyone who was staking on BSC was distributed probably 4 or 5 months worth of staking rewards in the span of an hour. So it may have slowed now, but I mean, $1.7 million were distributed to stakers on the Binance Smart Chain. So it will take a little bit of time to build back up. It's already starting to do that. You will notice the rewards are bigger and bigger as time goes on. But as far as as far as the rewards go, I mean, there was a big chunk given out already. So you just be concerned.
No, I'm not, definitely not concerned, and I love everything that's happening with staking and stuff like that. It was actually a good little bonus. You could take your rewards, restake them, and it was like an advance, more or less. Is that a way to look at it?
Yeah, essentially, that is one way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, super happy with it. Super happy with staking. Congratulations on the new exchange, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody from myself and from EverRise King. Just to let you know, he's out of hospital today and back home with his family. So I'm sure he'll be back in the spaces soon enough and everything else. So love you all. Amazing. Keep up the great work, team, and respect. We'll speak soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones, and send our best to Guy.
Thank you. Will do. I think it was too early for him. I tried to call him and get him up for the spaces, but no, he's
let's we'll let him sleep for a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's not getting up, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, thank you all, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Take care, my friend. Crypto Fruity.
Sorry, TJ, before Crypto Foodie jumps in, I just also wanted to give you guys a little quick update. I don't know if you've checked your staking contracts recently, but you can now see the USDT equivalent of what your stake is. Throwing an imaginary thumbs up. Looks like the dev team has implemented that, which is awesome.
Good job, dev team. Crypto Foodie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? How are you all?
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah. This question is actually to Titan. I think Titan is not here. So I can post it to you. You can, if you can answer it, you can. So I was hearing one of the fireside chat of another protocol. They were talking about like how a open source code is resulting in like people forking a lot of the project, and they create their own blockchain and they do all this nonsense, right? So I heard Titan talking about in a couple of EMS before how the source is open code and people can check it, how this contract is implemented, right? It is one kind of contract as per CertiK. So what are we doing? Like, are we planning to leave it open source, or how are we going to protect the sanity of EverRise?
Well, I do want to say that all of our dApps that we're building are built with proprietary code that's not available to the public. But because we are a DeFi project and we're on the blockchain, you know, a lot of things are open source. And at this point in time, I don't think we have any plans to, you know, not make our contract open source.
Got it. Because in one of the yearly reviews of something yesterday or somewhere I was reading, like the bridges are going to get more popular in 2022 because this is getting more and more. There is more and more evolution in this space, right, with respect to bridges. So I was just trying to see like how can because we are this team is the earliest that implemented one of the bridges, right? So I was trying to ask this.
Yeah, I'm not worried about our bridge technology being copied or, you know, the IP being stolen from us, because I know that backend code is private and it isn't open source. And like the other thing with regards to our contract being open source, because we do have a staking protocol that's tied into a dApp, like I think even if people were going to attempt to fork our V2 contract, like they wouldn't really get the whole EverRise experience because our ecosystem is so dependent on the dApps that we've created, which are one of a kind. So I think on that front, we should be a-okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And as usual, right, wonderful to be part of this project. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for supporting and believing in us, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thanks, Crypto Foodie. Space Cadet, how are you, my friend?
Space Cadet, you might need to unmute your mic in the bottom left-hand corner.
How's it going today, guys?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. First and foremost, I just wanted to say thank you for the project. I'm really excited to be here. This is actually my largest holding, and I have everything staked. So I never thought I would say that, but I'm happy to be a part of this. And I just had a question about the NFTs for the migration. You guys might have talked about it, but do you have an idea on a timeline of when we're going to get those?
Yes, so we should be able to finalize designs by Thursday, and then we just need to work on the code to implement them. You should be as of right now, the timeline for being able to claim your migration NFTs will be sometime after Christmas and before the new year.
Awesome. Thanks again for all the hard work, guys.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Shivu? Or the builder. I added you to speak as well, depending on who connects first.
It's a battle of the connections.
Hey, Builder, how are you?
You might need. Oh,
Hello?
you beat me to the punchline.
Hello, can
Hello.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
you.
Yeah, for I don't have a question. I just want to say I'm looking at the Everstake contract, and I see that over 47.56% of supply have been staked. I just want to commend you guys for the good job you guys are doing. I mean, this is an amazing project. This is my largest holding so far on any project, and I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your support. Yeah, I can't tell you guys how many, I feel like in all the AMAs and the interviews that we've been doing behind the scenes, like what a big deal it is to talk about how much of our supply is staked. And we're still at awe every day when we wake up and we just see that number going up and up. So thank you for the call out and thank you for your really kind words. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Happy holidays. I'm going to be saying happy holidays to all of you guys. So just, get ready for that.
Happy holidays to everybody. Thanks, Builder. Appreciate it, my friend. NDA Safe Moon. Pleasure to see you back up here on a Tuesday afternoon. How are you, my friend?
Oh, it looks like he disconnected.
Okay. B Panther. Hey, B Panther.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thank you. How are
Doing
you?
very well, thank you. I've got a question with regards to the staking, precisely to the rewards. Is there could you elaborate exactly how the process to withdraw and restake it without accidentally unstaking my tokens that's already in there?
Yeah, so if you do go on the staking dashboard and you do withdraw your tokens, you're going to see an option on there to enter an amount. So for the amount field, all you want to do is input the reward amount. So that way it's not going to pull out too much. And if you do accidentally put too much, it's going to tell you. So you essentially can't make a mistake on that front.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Is there a for new holders or new stakers coming, is there a video explaining that somewhere or?
Yeah, so if you go over, oh, actually, I need to double check. It's been a minute since I watched the staking video, but if you do go over to our website under articles and updates, and if you scroll down, you'll see a guide on how to stake your tokens. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if we included how to withdraw and restake in that. And if not, that is something that we can definitely look at creating over the next couple of
Yeah, I
weeks.
don't think the withdraw and restaking part is on that video. Actually, that's why I brought up this question today.
Yep, I will definitely make a note of that, and then we can get some materials created around that early on in the new year.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No, thank you
Awesome.
for the
Thanks,
call
B
out.
Panther.
That's a great one.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
I just brought up Muhammad, but it disappeared. Let's try NDA Safe Moon again.
Hey, NDA Safe Moon.
NDA, are you there? Looks like Twitter Spaces is rugging everybody today. Oh, Muhammad is connecting again.
Gotta love technology. Here we are building Web3 and contributing to the future of DeFi, but sometimes our Twitter Spaces are buggy. Isn't that funny?
I think we should just build Everspace.
Hey, Mohammed, we can hear you.
How are you guys?
Good,
We're
thank you. How are
good.
you?
I basically have two questions in my mind. Are we going to see any launchpad of EverRise, like EverRise Launchpad or IDOs, that kind of stuff in the future? And my second question is that are you doing anything to gain attention of the Asian community, especially for the Pakistan and India?
So I'll start off with your second question. Right now, we've been capturing data with, well, hold on, let me rewind. Right now, we've been running a lot of paid ad campaigns and paid media campaigns where we're casting a much wider net to see kind of where audiences are organically engaging with our paid content. We should have enough data by January of next year that we'll actually be able to fully flesh out and build out international targeted campaigns. So that's kind of how I'm approaching managing, what international efforts do we do first. I also think part of this is, we have to look at the partners that we have on board or the exchanges that we're listing on and where their target audience is. So it's something that we'll be looking to do a lot more of.
Let me add one thing. I'm basically from Pakistan, and crypto is going like crazy in my country, and we are on the top third on the whole world who's adopted crypto in the last year, and many same as for the Indians. We should go and give marketing on these Asian countries as well.
Yep, so that will be something we're looking at doing. And then can you go ahead and repeat your first question again?
Yes, my first question was that can we see in the future EverRise Launchpad where we can buy other IDOs?
Yeah, so one of the dApps that is slated for release in either quarter one or quarter two of next year is EverSale, which is our launchpad dApp.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
And you can also visit our website at everrise.com and go to EverSale, and you can kind of see the information we've released so far about that dApp.
Okay, thank you very much.
No, thank you for your questions. Have a great holiday.
Thanks, Mohammed. GKN.
Hello,
That's a
can you
great
hear me?
profile, my friend. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. First of all, Jen, TJ, I would like to thank you for organizing these AMAs every month, every week, and being there for us to reply all the questions and for all your efforts. I have two questions. First one is on the MEX. How do they build up their liquidity? Do they buy from PancakeSwap, and is it a fixed liquidity, or do they continue buying when they need? How does that work? And then the second one is, I know you are under NDAs and you will not be able to share any details, but do you have any idea on the timing about the $1 billion plus project partnerships and the exchange? Would that be in somewhere in Q1 2022, earlier than 2022, or do you have anything in mind on the timeline?
So, unfortunately for the timeline, we can't speak about it because, as you mentioned, we're under NDAs. I wish we could say more, but we can't. Everything that we're working on is we're doing it we're doing all the right steps. We're not trying to rush anything, and we want to make sure that everything rolls out smoothly. As far as giving a timeline, can't do that right now, unfortunately. Really wish I could, but I don't want to get sued this holiday season, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. And then, sorry for the first question. Do you mind repeating it?
So
or
it
Jen,
was
are you able
about
to take it in regards to the liquidity? Do you know about MEX's liquidity?
Hold on. Sorry, guys. That was my Twitter Spaces glitched out there. Can we get the question repeated?
So how does MEX build up their liquidity pool of Rise tokens? Do they buy continuously, or do they buy once and they make their trades on that liquidity? How does that work?
Let me see. As I mentioned before, I've mainly only been working with the MEXC marketing team. I haven't been as involved in the actual details and nitty-gritty of the exchanges, but let me see if I can get an answer for you.
Sure, no worries. We can check in TG group as well later on.
Yeah, we're waiting for an answer now. So if you don't mind, stay up as the speaker on mute. We'll take another question, and then when we hear back, we'll answer that one.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thanks a lot, my friend. Nick, how are you?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, thanks. First of all, just wanted to quickly echo what you said at the start, TJ, about the support that we get from the mods and the admins on all the different things like Twitter and Discord and Reddit. I just want to say they do a fantastic job in helping people out and providing quick information to people that want to know what's going on. And I kind of feel like they're the unsung heroes of the community. So just a quick shout out to them.
Absolutely. I couldn't echo that harder if I tried.
So yeah, just quickly wanted to ask if does attracting institutional investment and venture capital fit into your strategy? I'm just wondering if you anticipate any sort of future funding rounds. I mean, depends on how much you really want to push forward into the DeFi space and whether your ambitions require more than what you're getting from the percentage that you're getting for marketing at the moment. Thanks.
Yeah, so on that topic, again, these are things that we have discussed internally. Unfortunately, I'm not really able to share any additional information on that, but it's not something that's off the table. It's a door that we want to kind of keep there. And when we decide as a company that that's the route that we need to go, we will start moving in that direction. But as of right now, we don't see a need, but it is something that, we have in the back of our minds.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And I actually just got a response for GKN. I hope this answers your question, but basically people buy from the swaps and move to the exchange. As the exchange's LP reduces, the price goes up. So we're seeing people move Rise into the exchange. The order book, which is the chart that you see, are people's buys and sells. As people deposit tokens, as the price goes up, liquidity goes down as people move out to the blockchain. We provided the initial liquidity, the Rise in USD pair, to the exchange as a part of the cost of the liquidity setup. Through that is EverRise's and not the exchanges, as they're doing the airdrops. And
okay,
the exchange
that's clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Let's bring up Prijom. I hope I say that right. Prijom. I'm not sure. Forgive me, my friend. How are you?
Hi. I will forgive you this time, but
Hey.
don't miss my name again.
Can you? How do I pronounce?
Prio.
How do I pronounce it?
Prio Moy.
Prio Moy.
Yes.
Beautiful. I love it. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy with this project because in last week I got like 200K of rewards, so that's great.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad you're happy.
So my first question is, do you plan in the future to make your own blockchain?
The famous blockchain question. You know, right now, again, we're focused on continuing to build out the ecosystem that we already have slated. As mentioned, as a part of other AMAs, we are taking the time right now to focus on revamping the UX UI of the current dApps that we have released, and then looking ahead to Q1 and Q2 of next year, releasing the rest of the dApps that we've, that we've slated for development. And then beyond that, with regards to whether we'll build a blockchain or not, it's one of those things where, in Suresh's famous words, if we want it, we will build it. And so it'll be something that we'll cross once we finish the rest of our ecosystem.
Okay.
So basically, to answer your question, no official plans, but it's certainly not off the table for us.
Okay, I'm satisfied with that answer. So
I'm very glad you are satisfied with the answer.
my next question is, how does it work when, for example, exchange, like this new exchange, at least EverRise on its own platform, do they buy, for example, like 100, 200 millions of the EverRise and then sell it on their platform, or they are constantly buying like small amounts, like 10 millions and stuff like that?
We actually provided the initial liquidity of Rise in USD to the exchange. That was just a cost of the setup, part of setting up on their exchange, but they did buy from the Ethereum LP as a part of co-marketing for the airdrop that they did. And then with regards to like arbitration opportunities, there's obviously opportunities to move your tokens into the exchange, wait for the price to go up there, sell there, buy back on the DEX, vice versa. That's really, we leave that up to the traders to do.
No, my question is when platform for trading, for example, I don't know, Binance or something like that, that is not centralized. It is centralized. Buys like EverRise. Do they buy it in one amount, for example, 100 million, or do they buy it every few weeks in small amounts, or I don't know, how does that work?
I think I will say Waso would be the better person to answer this question, but I think it's on an exchange by exchange basis.
Yeah.
Okay, it's another question, like first one. When is Avalanche coming approximately?
We are not going to release any official timelines with regards to when we're going to expand to new mainnets. I do know that we have contracts ready for deployment on Avalanche, as well as, I believe, Kronos. But it is one of those things where this is something where, again, we're focusing on the dApps that we currently have released and polishing those up before we expand to other chains, as well as, we still need to focus on gaining adoption on Ethereum and Polygon before we can look at adding additional mainnets.
I mean, I don't need specific like time and date, but I would like to know maybe months, because I have like a lot of rewards and I'm not sure will I stake them, for example, for 2 months, or I will not even restake them because staking for 1 month is no point.
So I do anticipate that we will be expanding to additional mainnets at some point in 2022, but in terms of a timeline or a time frame, it's not something I can give you right now because it could change.
And my last question is about Everon. I tried few times searching on Everon for new projects and stuff like that, but I'm on phone, so maybe because of that. But I never find like new projects. Can you make some filter or sort by? I'm not sure is there already there, but I don't see it. For example, to put projects from the newest to the oldest, or put projects from the biggest market cap to the smaller market cap and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this is something that we'll be addressing and working on actually right now, because we are redoing the UX and UI for all of our dApps.
Yeah, because from my perspective as someone who is not that, for example, good, I'm not pro in crypto world. I'm good at it, but I'm not pro. When I look at the EverRise project, I don't see anything. It's not friendly for new investors and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. And that's exactly why we're taking this time to redo the UX and UI so it can be more user friendly as well as intuitive.
And I want to thank you and on EverStake. Now we can see like amount in dollars. That is like best thing you could do, because every time I watch my rewards and stuff like that, I need to calculate in my head. Okay, it's point. It's easy now because it's close to the 0.001, so I can just. But if now it's good, that's my point. That's great. That's the best
Yeah,
thing I've taken a long time.
I'm really glad that you liked that feature. I remember when I was looking at the initial wireframes for EverStake, it was like, hey, we're going to definitely be adding this, right? And our development team was like, yes. So more improvements to come over the next couple of weeks. I'm really excited for you guys to see the updated UX UI for the dApps. I think you're going to be very happy with it.
It looks very good.
I'm not sure. I didn't check in last few hours, and I'm not sure. But maybe if you put also price for the rewards, I'm not sure is there price for the rewards, but price for rewards will be also be great. So we can, for example, calculate every month how much we got, or every week how much we got in the US dollars.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll go ahead and float that up to the development team.
And that's it from me.
Awesome. Thank you for all the questions.
Thank you. Rise Army Latino.
Again, great project. Yeah, I didn't see project this good in a long time, especially you team. The team is great. I'm encouraging new people who are going into cryptocurrency that invest in EverRise. My friend, his mom, my other friends, they probably invested $2,000 in the EverRise because of me.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for going out there and advocating for us. Word of mouth marketing is the strongest form of marketing that there is. And we're very lucky to have community members like you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Happy
Take
holidays.
care. Happy holidays.
Thank you to you guys also. Bye.
Hey, Rise Army Latino. Are you there, my friend? I can hear some buttons clicking.
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
Hi, Jen. How are you? First of all, my first question for you, web marketing, you know it all the time.
Oh, man.
But really, I wanted to jump in because this has been a great adventure that we had these last 6 months. I have been here since pre-sale. I love all of you guys from the team, from the whole team, complete. Even the mods, the teams that are the mods that are on other channels too, international channels. That sometimes we don't speak about them, but they're there. We have almost 20 international channels, which is amazing. The family that we have become, we live a huge migration process, and everyone was there to support. I love our community. I know that you're all guys listening to this, Rise Live, CDJ, all of you, Monty, Knight, all of you, and thank you for being there. I remember this crazy journey when I pressed that button to buy on the pre-sale, and it was 10 seconds, and it was like, oh my God, I bought. And I was like so excited, but when you start in a project, you're like, okay, we don't know what's coming. And we started, watching that high all from Titan on the main chat. And I remember some specific words that he said. He said, EverRise will change people's life. And it has been like that. And at this point, seeing the past year that I have and this year, it has changed my life. Actually, I have put money, I have grown with you guys, and now I received some good rewards that I'm really happy with. And it's great that the people that stick together, and all of we have created an insane community and a family. So thank you guys, I love you all, and we'll be here always. And well, have a some great holidays, and well, I'm really excited for the next year. So love you guys.
Love you too, man. That was extremely heartwarming. Thank you so much for the kind words. I mean, I think Rise has changed many people's lives. It started off as a simple token, and it's become essentially, I don't know if lifestyle is the right word, but I mean, our community is so inclusive and positive and so uplifting, and it brings everyone up around them. So, I mean, if you're not in our Telegram community, I urge you to please join, get to know our members. They're all great, very helpful, very supportive, and everyone believes in the same vision that the core team does. Is essentially we want to keep everyone safe, whether you're an EverRise investor or not. I mean, the biggest priority in DeFi right now is safety and, waking up and checking your wallet and making sure it wasn't compromised. I mean, these are things that need to be addressed, and we're building products that are going to do just that and that do just that. It's just a matter of time before, they're more globally adopted. But, we're taking all the right steps to get there. It's not this isn't a get rich quick scheme. We're not a little meme coin. This is a true utility token. And we're going to grow with the holders. We're all going to grow together. So I appreciate you saying that, my friend. Hope you have an amazing holiday season with your friends and family, and your Rise family is going to be there with you as well. So thank you. Hal, how are you, my friend?
Hey, how are you guys doing, man? I've been out of it for the last week and a half or so, so just finally getting back
You doing
into the swing
okay?
of things. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Well, you guys wouldn't know this, but my daughter was born a week ago, so first kid.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. So and I actually just bought her some EverRise and staked it for her. So when she
Wow.
grows up, she'll have something of her own. So.
Hal, you are the man.
Um, yeah, but I
Congratulations
just
on
wanted to.
fatherhood.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just gonna say, as I said, I've been out of the loop for a little bit, but I saw that you guys have, been putting out stuff about like what's a smart contract, things like that. Those visuals really are helpful to some of my friends, family, etc. that are interested in this stuff, and I think that's a good thing that you guys are doing. The more visuals and the more videos explaining things really do help people understand what they're investing in and what they're getting themselves into. So, Jen and the team, if you guys can keep that up, that's really great. Honestly, because people are, I would say, they're kind of new to this space, and it's kind of trying to break down stuff to them. I think seeing things helps a lot of people more than sometimes just explaining it word of mouth. So oh yeah, just wanted to say keep up the good work, man, and everyone have a happy holiday season and be safe out there.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much. Yeah, I mean,
And
we'll definitely keep up the educational content. That's one of the things we believe in as a core team at a very high level. So, Jen, sorry I interrupted you.
no, I was going to say, I believe the next educational video will be coming out in January, and it's going to be what is decentralized finance and breaking down that topic, which is really exciting. This is going to be content that starting in January, we'll be looking at bringing to you guys on a weekly basis. So I'm really, really excited for that. I think one of the biggest gaps in this space, and especially for us as a brand and company that has such robust products, is there's a gap in education. And I feel like we have to be able to provide folks that education so they really can understand the potential and the use case of what we're building. So stay tuned, more's coming. I got Jason making videos for days. Don't worry.
Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Al. And huge shout out to Jason, obviously. The man is a workhorse. He creates content and delivers content that is just so good. And we're grateful to have him on the team.
Absolutely. Every time you crush it, Jason. All right, guys, I do notice that we are at the bottom of the hour, or I guess top of the hour since the new hour just started. And there were a couple more things that I wanted to share with you guys before we got off the horn. We will be skipping next week's community AMA and we'll be coming back with our AMAs the first week of January. This is just to give the team a little bit of a break and we'll still be in touch via Twitter, Telegram, and all of our social channels. So you'll still be able to find us, but our next AMA will be in the new year. Little weird. The next time we all talk to you guys, it's gonna be 2022. How crazy is that? I can't believe how fast time has moved. And then I'm trying to remember. There was something else, but I'm totally spacing on it. I will make sure that once I remember, I drop it into Telegram and pin it so you guys are all on the same page. TJ, was there anything else that you wanted to say?
Nothing that you haven't said. I just want to, again, wish a very happy holidays to our entire Rise Army. We love you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. I say it all the time, but I mean, I can't begin to express my gratitude for your belief in us as a core team, your belief in Titan's vision, and really wanting to bring safety and security to everyone in DeFi. And we see that constantly. Every time I'm on the EverRise Twitter and I check the notifications tab, it's just constant educational shills on people's tweets. I mean, one thing that I love about our community is we don't just go around and blast Rise, buy Rise or you're going to lose, or the only token to buy is Rise. No, that's not how you do it. And, we've never even essentially given instructions on how to shill. It's just that Rise Army shills in a way where if someone's going to read a reply to a tweet, they're going to get educated and they're going to learn and they're going to be exposed to the DApps that we're building and our future DApps in development. So I want to thank everyone for shilling the way that they do and, spreading positivity and just bringing to light our end goal as a protocol and as a company. Once everyone in DeFi is safe and secured and everyone's funds are in EverWallet, I think we can all go to sleep and know that we've done our job. Until then, we have a lot of work to do. We're going to continue working. We work through the holidays. We work through the weekends. We don't stop. And it's not because we feel like we have to, but it's because we want to. David comes into our meetings all the time and says, I can't believe you guys are still up. I can't believe you're still working. And it's because we love it and we want to keep people safe. And we really see a future with EverRise and a future with DeFi. So just want to stress that again. And I will continue stressing that.
Well said, DJ. Honestly, couldn't have said it better myself. But again, guys, thank you.